Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rapid Cash Marketing Minutes. My name is Mr. Willy. Oh, I'm a guest host today. You see, the regular host, Harvey and Jeff and all those other guys are busy, and so they asked me to take over today. I'm a little nervous because I'm not used to all this equipment and people in the background working with me. You see, usually I have my own show. It's called Mr. Willy's Workshop, and I work with tools, all kinds of stuff to show little tips on how to do things. But they asked me today to take over here, and so I'll do the best I can do. I'll try to, first of all, put on the microphones, or the headphones. Oh, they got chin straps. Very nice. Okay, well, let's begin. We're going to talk today about how standing out in the internet crowd is a good thing. You know, you got to get some attention out there in the internet world. You got products, everybody else has got products, and somehow you got to be a little different and stand out. So how do you do that? Well, we're going to try to help you today, try to figure that out. We have a PowerPoint presentation that I don't really know what a PowerPoint presentation. What? Oh, it's just slides? I like slideshows. Okay, let's do that. Okay, the first one is called The Need to Be Different. The internet is filled with marketers vying for your attention. That's a nice word, vying. Even if you have an excellent product, you could be lost in the shuffle. So how do you get noticed out there? Well, let's press the second slide and we'll find out. Being unusual, the forum. This sounds prestigious. YouTube and other video sites offer a tremendous opportunity to create traffic to your web page. Good thing I'm a professional reader because you don't even know I'm reading it. That's the trick to do video presentations. Just talk along and act like you're not reading it at all. Number 2, these sites provide you with a stage to try attention-getting videos while maintaining dignity on your product page. You know, that's so true. When I do my Mr. Willy workshop, the one thing I like to talk about and I like to maintain is dignity. Dignity is very important. Once in a while I'll smash my hand or I'll trip and fall, but I get right up. That's right. I get right up and save my dignity, and that's what you have to do, you know, even if you fail. Gives you the freedom to try multiple angles or episodic series for $0 advertising costs. Now, how good is that? $0. That's my favorite number. Let's go to the next slide. Attention-getting strategies. Number 1, humor. You know, I wish I was one of those people that were kind of funny, but I don't know. I'm kind of a straight guy. But anyway, some people are very funny. You might as well use that to get attention in the internet world. That's right, humor. The other 2 is action. Now, that's more my style. I'm an action kind of guy because, you know, in my workshop, I work with tools and all kinds of macho things. That's right, pounding things, sawing things, fixing things, and sometimes even inventing things. It's a macho thing, and I'll tell you what, sometimes the testosterone is just flowing. And Mrs. Willy says, I can't stand here anymore. There's too much testosterone. Well, that's what happens when you're in a man's workshop. Okay, number 3 is shock. You know, if you get hurt or something like that, or you do something really outlandish, or maybe you have some kind of athletic skill like you're a skateboarder, you could use shock value too. Or the number 4 is risque. 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 I really don't know what that is, but I guess you can use it if you want to. A lot of people do. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Personality, your most personal asset. You are already different than anyone else. Your personality must show through in your videos. Any attempt at gaining attention will not ring true if you are not being you in some way. That is true. You got to be yourself. You hear that all the time, but it's true. If you try to be somebody else, it usually isn't going to work. So, be yourself. Let's go for a next slide. Natural-born attention getters. Oh, I know some of these people. Don't you know some of these people and they really bug you and rub you the wrong way? They always want attention. Give me attention. Give me attention. Well, some people are just naturally born that way. People flock to them. It's kind of disgusting, but they do. Some people naturally have certain humorous or captivating traits that translate well on screen. Charisma. Charisma is an undefinable element but is present in almost all actors and entertainers. Once again, that Harvey guy's got some big words in here. Charisma, is that how you say it? What is that? Oh, my staff is telling me that charisma is just the innate ability inside to get attention. It's just something different. It's that it factor. Well, I wish I had that it factor. It factor? Well, I wish I had that it factor, that's for sure. Even if you don't think you've got it, learning the skills these people have can help. If you practice after a while, you may not have charisma, but you'll get tired. No, but if you practice, you can get better at most things. Okay, let's go to the next slide. What we can learn from unforgettable comedic characters. Oh, yes, I love my comedic characters. My favorite is Laurel and Hardy, one of the old-time greats, and Mrs. Willy can't stand it. I don't know why. The two guys were really cool guys, and they could do such fantastic things. But anyway, I guess to each their own. Number 1, watch their comedic timing, delivery, and pace. Being funny is learning to ride the rhythmic flow of people's laughter. Oh, I like that. Rhythmic flow of people's laughter. Sounds like a song. Rhythmic flow of people's laughter. Suffer the evaluation of people to trust. You trust to learn what words. Let me do that again. Suffer the evaluation of people you trust to learn what works and doesn't. Oh dear, that reminds me. Sometimes I have Mrs. Willy watch my videos in my workshop, and she says, well, you made the mistake here, and you made the mistake there, and you said this, and you said that. So I go to editing, and pretty soon I don't have anything left. So I finally say to her, it's just going to go out there the way it is. That's just me. Okay, don't be afraid to fail. People love to see a train wreck. Oh, I don't think a train wreck's very funny. People get hurt. Oh, it's just a literary device? Okay. People love a train wreck. Use this to your advantage. Okay. Use your talents. Do you have an unusual talent, hobby, or interest that could generate some attention? Well, I do like to use my tools, like I said, hammers, drills, pliers, all kinds of things like that. I guess maybe I could try something like that. Use your life skills. A skateboarder could combine his skills into a presentation. Oh, I've seen some of those skateboarders. They're crazy, man. They go down and they go up and around and all kinds of crazy stuff. I wouldn't dare do that. A cook could cleverly intertwine baking secrets into an entertaining package. The only thing I know how to cook is soup. I don't know if you can entertain people with soup or not. I don't know. Even the mundane could be transformed into a fascinating or funny routine. Mundane. Another fascinating word. That guy really writes, I tell you. Okay, well, let's go to the next slide. Don't be afraid to experiment. If something isn't working, try a new approach. That's really true. When I'm trying something in my workshop, if it doesn't work, I try it again. Then it doesn't work, and I try it again. Then it doesn't work. And then some people laugh at me. I don't understand. Anyway, number 2, constantly be on the lookout for a new idea, a clever twist, or an interesting angle. Very thought-provoking there. Interesting angles. If you get on the internet and you try something a little bit different, you have a different take on it, a different little insight, sometimes they'll get some attention and you'll cut through the clutter. Okay, let's go to the next one. Humor, the undefined gold mine. What's that? Humor cannot be distilled into a definable asset. People identify certain things or people as funny, and without being able to explain it. So in other words, I guess you can make people laugh, and you ask them, why do you laugh at that? I don't know, it's just funny. You know it if it's funny. You must simplify. You must simply utilize your innate talent to make people laugh. If you're not funny, humor should be avoided. That's what Mrs. Willy tells me. Avoid the humor because it doesn't work with you. Okay. Being unusual, it's your job to discover. Now, I don't know if I can really relate to this one because I'm just an average guy, just a guy that likes tools, but maybe I have some comments or maybe some assets in me that are a little bit different. I don't know. It's up to you to find the ways to cut through the clutter of internet hype. Many times it's not the most elaborate or complicated approaches that gain attention. It's people being themselves. Well, first of all, let me say that in my workshop, I try to look at things a little bit differently. What could a pliers be used other than fixing and grabbing hold of things? Sometimes they pinch my fingers. That's a different angle. It's painful, but it's a different angle. My, oh my, this is really cool here. This is a control room. I don't have anything like this in my workshop. And there's very complicated controls here, but what does this one do? Oh, I'm on the beach. Get the suntan lotion. What does this one do? Ooh, Mrs. Willy would not approve. No. What's this one? Wow, I'm a little bit dizzy.